Namaste, good evening, and welcome to our yin yoga class. I hope you can hear me. The bells are going crazy here. It's I don't know, one of the many festivities they have here. I haven't figured out exactly which one, but yeah, the bells are very happy. So I hope it's not going to be disturbing. For our class, we are going to need a bolster. So we are going to use the bolster for a lot of our postures today. Let's start today lying on the back. Let's come back to our posture, the Supta Baddha Konasana. So you have the option either your soles of the feet together, opening the knees to the sides and lying on your back, if that feels okay. Or another option is to bring the feet as wide as your mat and then the knees together towards each other, towards the center of the mat. That's more for lower back comfort. And the other one is more for opening of the hips and of the groin. So your choice, up to you what feels best. It's always good to have choices and to know that you can adjust your practice to your body, to yourself, to how you're feeling today. Your hands can be on your belly or alongside your body. And we start with our deep abdominal breath, so breathing in through the nose fully into your belly and exhaling completely. And again, inhaling fully. And as we inhale, we imagine we're taking in the strength of the earth. So breathing in from the center of the earth, breathing in fully. And exhaling completely. Releasing what we don't need. And inhaling fully from the center of the earth, breathing in stability, the earth element. And exhaling fully what we don't need. And keep going with this breath in your own time, at your own pace. As we arrive in our practice and the mat, in our body. And you can extend your legs one by one on the floor, extending the arms over your head, stretching the body, breathing in through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. And we're gonna use our bolster now. So we bend the knees and we bring the bolster. So we lift the hips and we slide the bolster underneath the hips. So the sacrum, the hips are resting on the bolster. We extend the left leg and we hug the right knee to the chest. You can have something underneath your head for more comfort. And just resting there, we're opening the front of the left leg, the hip flexor on the left leg. We'll stay for a couple of minutes. I'll put the timer so you know. Your left foot is resting on the floor and you're gently hugging your right knee to your chest. Breathe in, having some support under your head if you feel you're straining your neck. Make yourself comfortable, make it as passive as possible, that front of the thigh, front of the left thigh stretch, front of the hip, left hip. I did a very long walk this morning, so I'm feeling it. It's quite intense. Keep breathing into your belly, breathing into the stretch, into the sensations. The last few seconds in the pose, breathing in fully, taking a long, deep breath in through the nose. Exhaling fully. And we release gently our right leg, right foot on the floor, extending the right leg, and we switch, hugging the left knee to your chest. Change the volume, it's a bit too high. Okay. Keeping your hips on top of your bolster and hugging your left knee to your chest, keeping your right leg extended. And now we feel in front of the right hip. It's the right hip flexor, mainly there. Breathing, softening. Going to the last seconds in the pose, taking a full inhalation through the nose. Exhaling fully. And we slowly release the left foot back on the floor. We bend the right knee. We're going to stay here in a supported bridge. So the bolster stays underneath the sacrum and the hips. We have two options. We can keep the knees bent and the feet on the floor. That would be milder for the lower back. If you have some lower back issues, stay here, stay like this. If the lower back is okay, you can extend your legs. So that would be a bit more intense, more stretch again on the hip flexors and also a bit more back bend. bit more intense on your lower back. So your choice, there's not one option that is better than the other. Just follow your body's cues, your body's instructions, and we'll stay for a few minutes here. Breathing, softening into this supported back bend. Allowing your arms to rest alongside the body. Noticing the sensations in your lower back. If at any point you feel it's too intense on your lower back, you can anytime bend the knees and bring the feet on the floor. Breathing, breathing into your belly. Taking your last deep breath in the pose, breathing in through the nose. Exhaling fully. And you can slowly bend your knees one by one, bring your feet on the floor. We'll rest there for a moment. So resetting your lower back. And from here, we lift the feet and we come into a happy baby. So keeping your hips on top of your bolster, you'll find it's easier like this. For me, it's much easier with the bolster. Feels better actually than without the bolster. The angle is different, so you come into different portion, a different section of your hips. We'll stay in the happy baby for a few minutes. Put the timer. There you go. Whoops. So yeah, make sure your your hips stay on top of the bolster. You can hold either the toes or the sides of the feet or the insides of the feet. It will depend. Every person has a different favorite place to hold, to grab. So find yours. Or you can change also time.
breathing. Taking our last deep breath in the pose, breathing in and exhaling. Gently releasing your feet, releasing the feet back on the floor. We lift the hips and we push the bolster under the knees, and we'll stay for a few moments in a supported shavasana, in between poses, a supported rebound, just for 1 minute or so, allowing the body to reset, to digest the poses we just made. And you can bend your knees and roll over to the side, and slowly coming to seated. We put away the bolster for a moment. We'll use it later. And now we lie on the belly. We're going to do a shoulder opener. So lying on the belly, extending the right arm to the right and looking over to the left. You can have something under your head. So right arm extended to the right, we look over to the left, and we roll the body towards the extended arm. The legs can be one on top of the other, or you can have the top leg behind for a deeper opening. We'll stay for a couple of minutes. This shoulder opener, don't force, don't go where the body doesn't. This is where you start feeling the resistance, the edge. You can stop there. Sorry. And see if after a while the body invites you to go deeper, or maybe don't. Keep noticing the sensations as they change in your body. Inhaling fully and exhaling completely. And slowly rolling over, rolling back on your belly and over to the other side. So we extend our left arm to the left side. We look to the right. We roll the body over towards the extended arm. And the legs can be one on top of the other, or the top leg, the right leg can be behind, or a deeper sensations around the shoulder. Keep breathing very gently. Take a deep breath in. As we exhale, we slowly roll back to the center, rolling over on the belly. You can make a pillow with your hands and rest the forehead on top of your hands. You can just shake a bit your hips, your lower back, resting there. When you're ready, you can come into Sphinx, finding our Sphinx pose, deeper or higher, with the elbows closer to the body, or less intense with the elbows a bit more far away. You can support your chin with your hands under your chin, and we'll stay for a few minutes. Just resting your chin on your hands if you're using this option. Releasing the muscles on your glutes, releasing the muscles on your legs. And breathing into the lower back. Continuing with that earth breath we did at the beginning. So with every inhalation, we're taking in the earth element from the center of the earth, that stability. And exhaling what we don't need. Inhaling fully through our root chakra, through the Muladhara chakra, in the perineum, breathing in, taking in all that earth energy from the center of the earth. And exhaling everything that doesn't belong to us. Energy, thoughts, ideas, everything that's not ours. Just let it out, let it go. Our last full deep breath. And exhaling. And releasing. On the floor, lying on the belly, we bend the left knee and we bring it towards the left elbow, looking over to the left, the gecko pose, softening the lower back. Resting in this pose. Back to the center and to the other side. So right knee to the right elbow, looking over to the right. Releasing any lower back tension. Inhaling back to the center, bringing the hands under the shoulders, pressing back into a child's pose. And here again, you can use your bolster if you like to have some support underneath. I find it very comforting. So I really like the child's pose with a bolster. We'll stay for a few minutes, allowing the body to rest, allowing the lower back to soften. Keep breathing into your belly, letting the belly soften, hanging, hanging loose. Breathing into it. Softening your jaw, your shoulders, any unnecessary tension in the body, let it out, let it melt. Follow the rhythm of your breath, bringing your awareness to your breath. Like a mindfulness meditation, having your breath as an anchor. And as we fully inhale, we slowly push the earth away, going out of our pose, putting the bolster to the side, taking a moment there, sitting, observing the immediate effects of this pose on the nervous system, calming down the nervous system. When you're ready, you can come into all fours and slide into a pigeon, starting with the right side, right knee behind the right wrist, right foot close to the left hip, extending the left leg back. We'll first stay up. So stay for a couple of minutes in the up swan. If this feels not so comfortable, again, you can have your bolster and have your hands on top of the bolster. This will create a different sensation. Check if that works better for you. think I prefer having my hands on the floor. You can have fists, make fists with your hands if there's any wrist problem or sensitivity. Just stay here. So we'll continue with this opening on the front of the back leg. That's the hip flexor on the left side. Softening. Keeping your jaw soft. And slowly you can walk your hands forward, coming into sleeping swan or sleeping pigeon. Here you can also have your bolster as a support under your chest. We'll stay for a few more minutes. Releasing. As long as you're feeling it, you are in the pose. It doesn't matter how it looks from the outside. If you're feeling the sensations on the front of the back leg and around the hip of the bent leg, that's where we are supposed to feel it, not on the knees. If there's any discomfort on the front knee, on the right knee, you can bring your right foot closer to the body, close that angle, that knee angle, so there's no pressure on the knee. And keep breathing. There's also a certain glute stretch on the right side of the glute. Keep breathing. And taking a deep breath in through the nose. Exhaling fully. And slowly pushing the earth away, coming up. And we're gonna sit on the right side of the glute, and the back leg, the left leg, is coming over, swinging over for the shoelace or Gomukhasana. So we have the left knee on top, right knee underneath. You can stay upright if this is already enough, or if you're not feeling much, you can fold forward and stay for a couple of minutes here. So I'll stay upright. Feel this is enough. On this side, you can hold your feet with your hands. It's very grounding. You can make a nice massage your feet with your hands, just softening into the pose. Softening the shoulders, the neck, the jaw, releasing any unnecessary tension. And keep breathing that grounding earth breath. Inhaling from the center of the earth. And exhaling fully. Taking a deep breath in and exhaling. And gently releasing your upper leg, coming back into all fours. We'll make a couple of rounds of cat-cow. Inhaling, looking up, and exhaling, rounding. And back to the center and to the other side. So the whole flow, the whole cycle on the other side. Left knee behind the left wrist. Left foot close to the right hip, extending the right leg back, and stay in the up swan for a couple of minutes, noticing what works for you. If you need to make fists with your hands, if you like some height, your bolster, your hands, or some blocks, or the hands on the floor. Releasing any tension around the neck, around the jaw. Breathing gently. I hope you can hear the birds. There's a lot of birds singing. Very nice. Taking the last inhalation in the pose. Exhaling to lie on the belly. You can stay on your forearms. You can use your bolster for support, and we'll stay for a few minutes. Adjusting if you feel there's too much pressure on your knee, on your left knee, can adjust. And release the weight of the body to the gravity. There's nothing to hold, nothing to grip. And the more you let go, the more you release, the deeper the stretch can go. There's nothing to hold on to. We take our last deep breath in the pose, breathing in fully, exhaling completely, and slowly pushing the earth away, coming out of the pose and sitting on the left side of the bum, and then swinging the back leg, the right leg over. So now we have the right knee on top, left knee underneath, and we'll stay for a couple more minutes. And again, see how this side feels. Maybe staying upright is already enough. For me, it is after my morning walk. If you want a bit more, you can fold forward to have more intensity. You can have your hands on your feet, cupping them or massaging them for some more grounding and softness, keeping your shoulders soft, your jaw relaxed. Keep breathing. We take our last deep breath in the pose, breathing in through the nose, exhaling fully. And gently releasing the upper leg, bending both knees. You can hug your knees and release your neck, your forehead towards your knees. Make yourself like a little ball. Inhaling to the center, and we come to lie on the back, hugging the knees to your chest. You can make a massage. We come into a gentle twist. So opening your arms to the sides, shifting your hips slightly to the left, and then both knees over to the right. You can have your hands on your right hand on top of your knees. You can look over to the left. That feels okay. You can have some support under the knees, like a bolster. You can have it underneath or between your knees. Breathing into your belly. And as we inhale, bringing the knees back to the center and shifting the hips slightly to the right, and then both knees over to the left. You can have your left hand on top of the knees, looking over to the right with the support, and breathing into your belly. Inhaling back to the center, bringing the feet on the floor. Then you can slide your legs. You can have your bolster underneath your knees for the final Shavasana, lying comfortably, making any adjustments to your body so that you can be fully relaxed, fully comfortable in your final relaxation. So you can have a pillow underneath your head, something to cover your eyes, blanket, your bolster underneath your knees, your palms facing up, your legs slightly apart, and relax your feet, relax your legs, relax your hips and your lower back, relax your belly, soften the chest, your heart, and your chest. Relax the shoulders, the arms, the neck, the jaw, the muscles around the eyes, the space between the eyebrows, and the forehead. And allow your body to rest on the floor, fully supported by the earth, with nothing to do and nowhere to go. Just relax. And let the body absorb all the benefits of today's practice. And slowly you can bring your awareness back to your body, moving your feet, wiggling your fingers, moving your head from side to side, extending the arms over your head, stretching the whole body. And taking a deep breath in through the nose, exhaling through the mouth, and bending the knees to roll over to the side, any side of the body. And taking your time whenever you're ready, you can find your way to a comfortable seat. So we finish our practice together, taking a deep breath in through the nose and chanting Om together. Bring the palms together, we rub them. And we bring the palms on top of the eyes. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes, bring the palms together, and namaste. Thank you for your practice and your presence. I wish you a lovely evening, and I'll see you next week. Same time, same place. Namaste.